Steel at my side, storm in the hills. I thought I came to fight for my life, but the Lord had gone before me, and what I feared was waiting to break me had already bowed to his hand. To the edge with the weight in my chest, trying to stand like my own strength was left. I had fear in my ribs, had doubt in my throat, and a war in my mind that would not let go. I looked at the field and the odds looked wrong, like the night had grown teeth and the dark was strong. I thought I would fall if the fight came near, but the Lord was already moving there. Before my hand could lift the blade, before my voice could even pray, the King had stepped into the war and turned the night another way. God won my battle before I drew my sword, before I took one step, before I spoke one word. I thought I had to carry what was never mine to hold. God won my battle before I drew my sword. Not by my might, not by the strength in me, not by my will, not by what men could see. The war was real, but grace went first. God won my battle before I drew my sword. There were nights I sat with my back to the fire, trying to look calm while my soul felt tired. I had people around me, but still felt alone, with battles too deep to bring into words. I kept asking the Lord, why stay so still, when the pressure was more than my heart could feel. But silence was not what I thought it was. He was breaking the ground before I came up, before my knees could find the earth, before the wound could form in words. The King had gone where I could not see, and marked that war as his concern. God won my battle before I drew my sword, before I took one step, before I spoke one word. I thought I had to carry what was never mine to hold. God won my battle before I drew my sword. Not by my might, not by the strength in me, not by my will, not by what men could see. The war was real, but grace went first. God won my battle before I drew my sword. Then I looked behind at the road I survived, and saw how mercy had covered my life. Doors that stayed shut had kept death outside. Hands that let go had not ruined my life. Some things did not touch me because he stood near. Some nights did not break me because he was there. And what I call delay was the Lord at war, winning in places I knew nothing of. Let the proud trust iron, let the loud trust skill. I have seen both fail when the dark grows real. No other king can speak to the deep and settle a war before men even see. He does not always wait for the cry to rise. Sometimes he moves before the tears leave your eyes. And the soul that knows how the Lord defends learns peace before the clash begins. Before I moved, you were there. Before I broke, you were there. Before I knew what I would face, you had already filled that place. Before my fear could take its hold, before the frost could reach my soul, the Lord of hosts had gone before and won my war. So this is for the one still staring at the field, the one who feels weak but still must stand still, the one the size of what stands ahead, and feels the life run cold in his chest. Hear me plain, you do not fight alone. The Lord can win what you have not yet known. And if all you have is a trembling breath, the King still goes before his men. God won my battle before I drew my sword, before I took one step, before I spoke one word. I thought I had to carry what was never mine to hold. God won my battle before I drew my sword. Not by my might, not by the strength in me, not by my will, not by what men could see. The war was real, but grace went first. God won my battle before I drew my sword. God won my battle before the dawn broke, before I reached the war. Now I stand and say what I could not say before. God won my battle before I drew my sword. Steel at my side, peace in my chest. The King went first, and that was enough. I did not win by strength in me. God won my battle before I drew my sword.